Welcome back, folks, to Mega Man 2 Let's Play Part 4 with me, Phil Too Real, and we have Dr. Wily here with his evil, evil eyebrows. I momentarily just lost my train of thought there, folks. But he's in his blue UFO now. He doesn't have a red one like in Mega Man 1, and this is Wily Fortress number 2. And we're going to go through level 1, which has my favorite track in the game. But yeah, so this track is by far one of my favorite tracks in the game, and probably all Mega Man for that matter. Well, classic Mega Man for sure. Maybe there's a lot of tracks, Mega Man X and then Mega Man Legends, that I do like, and Mega Man Zero for that matter. But yeah, so here in Wily's Fortress number 2, the thing about Wily Fortress number 2 is you're going to be using a lot of item 1, 2, 3, particularly 2 and 3, I feel. Item 1, you use it in this section, but I don't think... Okay, I take that back. Item 1 we're going to use in that particular boss fight. But you want to keep as much metal blades, you want to keep as much bubble lead, yes, I said bubble lead, as filled up as possible. Quick Boomerang is also going to be very useful. But bubble lead, metal blades are your 3 items, and Quick Boomerang would be very it would behoove you to have that energy as much as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and collect this energy, collect this extra life, because having extra lives is never a bad thing. And I'm surprised I made that jump. That was like a pixel perfect jump. So you can choose to kill the Sniper Joe, you can just choose to run away from it once he raises his shield up. But I'm gonna go ahead and take him out, because I feel like I need to refill some energy, which I didn't need to, but I'll go ahead and refill my metal blades. And then this Sniper Joe, what you want to do is when you get up to the top, stay above the ladder, and when you shoot him and he shoots, well, when he shoots at you, that's your opportunity to shoot, but when those pellets get really close, you can go ahead and duck underneath the ladder, you can avoid it, and then just rinse and repeat till you take him out. And on this ladder, what you want to do is you want to equip item 1. When you get to near the top of this ladder, you can shoot item 1 and then create the platform. You can do it again up to 3 times, so you have 3 platforms at once. Before you can't do it anymore, I believe. And then make it to the other side. If you try to do it from the top of the ladder, you may not have enough height to make all 3 platforms and then make it across. But here, this is the end of Wily 1, and so what we want to do is we want to equip the Quick Boomerang, because that is the weakness of the Mecha Dragon, which is the boss of Wily 1. You could use Atomic Fire, but Quick Boomerang also works really well. I think Atomic Fire is his main weakness. But this is all a Bombless Pit, and it's a platformer section. So make sure you maintain your cool, you platform really well. Do not attack the Mecha Dragon yet. You're going to wait until you get to the very end where there's 3 platforms. 1 on the bottom, 1 in the middle, 1 on top right here. And you want to stay on the top if at all possible when you start shooting this fire. Because if that fire hits you when you're on the second platform or the one on the below, you're going to fall down to your doom and you're going to die. But with Quick Boomerang, we take care of the Mecha Dragon really easy. And so with that, we're done, and we're going to move on to level 2 of Wily Fortress number 2. And this is a real tongue twister. Wily Fortress number 2, level 2. No, it's not a tongue twister. Just it doesn't roll off the tongue real easy. But yeah, so level 2. So they give you a big energy here on the left that you can use to refill. And so we're going to go ahead and refill our item number 1, because that will be useful for that boss. And then we can use metal blades to take out everything here and refill energy as we need, but I don't need to. And we're going to equip item number 2. And we're going to surf across these deadly spikes. Avoid jumping on the first ladder. Jump on the second one. You have more than enough energy to make it. So you get rewarded with the energy tank, you get rewarded with an extra life, and you get rewarded a lot of weapon energy to refill item number 2 with. So we have all that energy, and then you're going to go ahead and equip the crash bombs, because we're not going to fight that boss yet. And you're probably wondering what I mean by that boss. Well, if you're one of the few people who haven't played Mega Man 2, or you don't even know Mega Man 2, there's a boss in this fortress that you can only take it out with the crash bombs, and you're only given a finite amount of crash bombs. So again, it would behoove you to keep as much crash bomb energy as possible. So use the metal blades here, or you can just use your Mega Buster, get through here, and just you'll get some energy here and there from these drills, and then you might run into them. but try not to waste very much time or resources here, especially the bubble lead, because the bubble lead is the main weakness of this boss. And of course, one of Heatman when you rematch against him, and then the final boss. And I'm not joking when I say that. The final boss's weakness is bubble lead, by far one of the most jokiest weapons in the game, other than I'll say the leaf shield. But take your time here. Don't get Goomba stomped or Goomba crushed by these spiked chandeliers. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die here, as I'm not going to get it pixel perfect, and I stub my toe. So, or it crushes my toe. You know, I can't blame Megaman for like just self-destructing like that, and like I give up. I mean, if something crushed my toe like that, I probably would spontaneously like explode like Megaman. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and take this whole area again, and I'm kind of a little bit losing my chill here, to be honest, because this is actually my third or fourth time trying this level, because I wanted to kind of get it in a perfect go, but I actually didn't. So this is like my fourth or fifth attempt, I'm not sure. But yeah, so a little bit behind the scenes, when I do die, for the most part, I end up just going back to the start of the level where I normally save right before, and I pick up right there, and I do it all over again. I try to get the levels down in one go, and if I feel like, hey, I'm getting a little frustrated, I'll just go ahead and just let it go. I just play it out, because I have more than enough lives. But again, the worst thing you could possibly do to yourself in this game is to keep energy tanks, and then you're on your zeroth life, okay, and you just died because you just lost all your energy tanks. And energy tanks are very useful. So when you get close to dying, of course use them, but if you're on your last life, just go ahead and use them anyways, because you're going to lose them for good if you die. But yeah, this time I got full life, and luckily before we fight the boss, there is a large energy pellet to recharge our energy, and this right here is very awkward because Megaman disappears, reappears. So you're going to fall down here, and just be very careful when the screen goes down so you can see where you're falling. If you jump to the left and then go a little bit to the left, you can get this giant pellet. Use item 2, or you can even use item 1, but I go ahead and just use item 2. Get some energy refill, and then we're going to fight the boss, Pico Kun. I don't know why it's Pico Kun, because I don't think Dr. Wily... you know, I'm not even going to go there. So, equip the bubble lead, and then just take out these robots. Just be very careful. And then the good thing about this boss is, once the platforms are lifted off the edges, because it's comprised of the edges, the dark spots, they will never reform from those sections, so you can just stay above there, above those steps, and then you'll never get hit from them reforming. I guess in a way this is like sort of like a devil boss, because it's little blocks that form together to attack you. But with the bubble lead, one shot will take them all out, and it's a very easy boss. But if you do get hit by them, they do really hurt. They do really hurt. But with that, we're going to go ahead and take on level 3 of Wily Fortress number 2, and we're going to reunite with an old friend or nemesis or a joke character. But now we get a different track, unfortunately. This track is kind of good, but it's not as good as the first Wily Fortress track. So you can choose to attack those walls with Crash Bomb. I'm choosing not to, because I'm thinking this is the boss. This is the level where we fight that boss. But unfortunately we don't, and I'm a little happy here because we get some free weapon energy here. So I go ahead and refill some of my items. Refill item 3. I think item 3 we're not going to use anymore, so that was kind of a wasted pellet. I should have used it on item 2 or... Oh hey, an extra life. Or metal blades. I legitimately forgot about that extra life. But here, just keep going right, jump over, and don't worry about this giant fish that jumps up to try to eat you. It won't actually get you. I think it's there more for a scare factor. But yeah, just jump over these giant holes in the ground, pits, if you will, and be very careful. You're underwater, so you have underwater fix. So just lightly tap the jump button and make sure you pay attention to how you're falling. If you stay towards the middle, you shouldn't touch a spike, but you might have to make a small adjustment here and there. But yeah, so keep going down, keep going down. I think that was the worst of the falling down. But yeah, jump up through here. And then you can use the metal blades to take out these robots right here from an angle. That way you don't take any unnecessary damage. This one's a little bit hard to beat without taking any damage. And that one too. I think that's the last of them. It's the last one. Okay, so now we're at the door of the boss. That was a really short level. equip the quick boomerang. And what is it? It's a giant tank. And what is what Gutsman? Oh my god, Gutsman made a return. So yeah. So as you can see here, as I was saying, Dr. Wily has an extreme fascination with Gutsman. I don't know why, but you know what? He probably just saw a giant goofball. He's like, you know what? This is my boy. I'm gonna keep him reviving him, make him all different shapes and forms. So can't exactly blame him. Gutsman is a pretty funny character in the television show, anyways. But I digress. Let's go ahead and dive into Wily Fortress number 4. Wily Fortress 2, level 4. Geez. See what I mean? It doesn't roll off the tongue very well. And so this is the level where you want to conserve all your Crash Bomb energy. Because the boss on this one is Boo Beam Trap. And his only weakness, the only way to do any sort of damage to him is with the Crash Bomb. So keep your Crash Bomb energy filled, because if you do this right, you can beat this boss without dying. Because if you do run out of Crash Bomb energy, you have to die so you can get more Crash Bomb energy to beat the boss. So, yeah. And one little gimmick about this area is that there's floors that are fake floors. So, one way you can actually discover the fake floors, I don't think I do on this one. I just go ahead and use the level 2 item. The item number 2 to go over the floor, that way I don't fall down. But you can use the bubble lead to discover where there's fake floors. So that's a nice little trick of the bubble lead. So right here, you might be like, nah, I don't want to die, but how do I figure it out? Well, you equip bubble lead, just shoot one and look at the bubble. It goes down in the one spot where there's a hole. And you can use that for this section right here to get that energy tank, as I'm going to show, but I'm not going to get the energy tank, but that's how you can tell. Yeah. not as catchy of a track as Wily Fortress 1. Wily Fortress 2, level 1, level 2. Jeez, come on, though. But yeah, we're going to get into the Crash Man gimmick here, where there's a platform that's going to move around. And you can actually probably create item 1s to get across, so you don't have to worry about going all the way around. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So, just take your time and be very cognizant of where the platform is going. So right here, when you go underneath, jump to get on that lip, otherwise you're going to fall to your doom right here, because you're not going to be able to fit in that little square. And jump across here, go down the ladder, but just do not drop. Just do not drop. The middle blaze is really good here, because you can take out these enemies while waiting on the platform. Yeah, and then drop down here. Take out the enemies, that way they don't knock you down. I'd like to get on that platform on the return back across. It's a little bit of an easier jump. And then right here, just ride the platform all the way down to the bottom. And then you shouldn't have to worry about falling to spikes. And I think we have one more section with like that. Yeah, this is the last conveyor belt right here. So yeah. Just take your time. Jump on that little platform there, otherwise the roof is going to knock you out of the way. This is where I equip item 2 and I just say, you know, I'm just going to go across, whatever. So go down. And then we're going to equip Air Shooter right here. Take out this Sniper Joe's mech. Equip the Mega Buster or whatever weapon you want to do, and just destroy the Sniper Joe. Just lay into him once his shield's down. And then you will be one step closer to the boss, Boo Beam Trap. And this, I don't know how they expect you to not take any damage against that Sniper Joe. Maybe the Leaf Shield, but I don't think Leaf Shield in this game bounces off ammo or bullets or anything like that. But yeah. Right here, you have a little bit of room to maneuver. So you can go ahead and take out this Sniper Joe here if you want. It probably might be better just to take him out, because if you try to jump, you're not going to make it over him, because the roof's going to hit your head and you're going to go down. You're not going to get your full jump. You're going to get the jump. So here, equip the Crash Bombs. And what you want to do is you want to plan your shots accordingly. Do not do the most obvious thing, take out the wall in front of you, because that's going to waste a Crash Bomb. You're not going to do it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And you can't really see it because the screen's flickering. But there's one in the square to the left. There's one at the very top of that little corridor. I think now you can see because I've taken out some of the objects. But there's one right there I just took out. I'm using item 1 to get up there. There's 2 I've taken out. And right here, you're going to want to use item 1 to get up to that section. But of course, I mess up, so we're not going to get there. And right here, I'm really rolling the dice right here because I should have used an energy tank. So I get hit right there, I need to use an energy tank. Because if I don't do that and I decide to be a dum-dum and get hit right there, I'm going to die. So we're going to use an energy tank there. First energy tank in the playthrough. Equip the crash bombs again. We have to destroy this wall right here. Then we're going to take out this one, and then it leaves us with one more crash bomb. We can take out our last boo beam trap. So equip item 3, chunk it at the wall right here. And then we're going to go up here, jump up, jump across, and then we're going to shoot this one with the crash bomb. And then when it blows up, it'll take out the boo beam trap, and then we are done. And that is the end of that boss. This is by far my most hated boss. I dislike that boss with such a passion, it's not even funny. So, what have we learned? Well, I don't like boo beam trap, and we're going to go ahead and finish the fight. What is this, Halo 3? We're going to finish this whole game in the next part. See you later, folks. Bye.